Hey, what is going on everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 new glitches that you can do in Elden Ring's patch 1.09.1 and even 1.09 if you still have that patch. We are going to then arrive over here at first step, take a left so that we're heading towards the west here. We are going to eventually drop down over on the ledge. You need to locate this because if you try to drop down at any point over there towards the right, I believe that is definitely going to be a dead zone. You will definitely fall towards your death. So we'll go towards the left here and we'll drop down. You have to be careful because if you're aware, the mount does not have great fall damage. You can fall from just a sliver of a hair and just die somehow. So now that we're here on the bottom portion and we're where the beach is, we can then locate the bottom section of this structure that we jumped on. There's going to be this fella here. We're going to go ahead, interact with him, and purchase the item that he has, which is going to be the short bow. Now that we have the short bow, we can then continue on towards the next step. Make sure that you do have this equipped. So the next location we need to head over towards is Altus Plateau, specifically the capital outskirts. This is where you see all this battlefield sort of war that went on. We can then go past this, go towards the left, and then go all the way up towards the top. What you should see is some skeleton guards. Do not worry about them. You can pass by them. It's honestly not a big deal. They're not going to throw any weird attacks at you to kick you off your horse. I know some spell attacks, man. Yeah, they can be deadly, but for this, there's no spells here. So we're just going to go past them, and then we'll locate the merchant on the left side. What's great is that this merchant is going to be selling a great arrow. What we can do is use this in the latest glitch with the bow. So we're going to go up to the merchant here and go ahead, interact with them, go through the dialogue, exhaust it all, go to purchase, and then we can go down towards the great arrow. There's 2 that we can buy. It honestly does not matter which one you purchase. I purchased the golden one, so now once we have the golden arrows, we can then go ahead and equip all of this. So let's go to our equipment, then we're going to go to the top portion here, go towards the right, and make sure that you have everything equipped here. We want to make sure that we have the great arrow right here, and an arrow pretty much on the right side. It could be any arrow, literally any arrow that you have. Just make sure that you fill that first slot with the great arrow. We can then have our bow equipped, make sure it's in both hands. We are going to then jump and then try to shoot an arrow, but as you land, try to use the button that you're able to shoot a great arrow. So this might be L2 or R2 for you guys. For example, on PC, I have to click shift and left click, I believe it is. So it'd be shift and left click while jumping. Continuing on towards number 2, we want to head over here towards the Church of Repose. We could then exit outside of the church, and what you should see is that there will be this slash on the Lost Grace. This means that you're going to be invaded here shortly. You can see that we are now going to be invaded. We can then go towards the left side, towards the southwest. We want to locate the giant there, and we are going to then go directly behind him. What we are going to be able to do next is we are going to lure this fella right off the map. And it's quite simple. If you head towards the bottom here, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either sit here and allow him to toss himself off, or you can do what I've done and just jump right off the map. He will follow you, do exactly as you do, and yeah, Simon says, right? Continuing on towards the second half of this glitch, because I'm going to show you another one, which is over here at Smoldering Church. There will be an invader when you do exit outside of this church, just like the previous one. And what you're going to do is go towards the right side here, and we want to go directly behind the church. There's going to be a ledge that we want to locate because we're going to jump right on it. It's sort of going to appear as if it's like going to drop us, but it won't, trust me. So we're just going to jump forward, land right here. It looks like we can fall, but there's just this little barrier there, but if you go towards the end, you will fall. So you might be wondering, how are we going to be using this to kick the boss off the map? Let me show you. So we're going to exit outside of the church, and we should see that the invader will pop up. Sometimes you may need to go further out just so that it registers. I don't know, sometimes this can happen. For example, right here I had to do this, and then the invader popped up. We could then head directly behind the church, just like I showed you in that previous clip. We could then go onto the same exact barrier. So here it is. We're now in the back portion towards the northeast. You should locate the same exact ledge. simply land on it, jump on it, but you might want to wait for this fella to get a little bit closer. Once this invader is close enough, you can drop down. This invader will then jump towards you, and you both can fall down like so. Easy peasy. Continuing on towards the fourth glitch here. So yeah, I said the other one was kind of a 2.5, but we'll consider it 3 there. For this fourth one, we are going to then continue towards the Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum, towards the northeast. You should locate a tree on the left side here. What we can do is jump directly behind it, sort of on top of the tree trunk or the side of it, and we can then go all the way up. You should notice that there's a barrier stopping you, so you'll do a 180, jump on the rock here on the left side, and then jump forward, land on this ledge, and then you can just follow it towards the left side. The reason why I am showing you this is because just in case they do patch one of the previous glitches in the upcoming patch, then you guys have an alternative way to do this. If you're wondering, does From Software actually patch glitches like this? Yeah, of course they do. They've done it in the past, yet there's been so many workarounds and alternatives. I've found pretty much most of the ones here in Dynasty Mausoleum. There are some YouTubers that do post it, their own methods, but yeah, so this is just the best, in my opinion, that I've found, at least the fourth one over here. So you guys can try this one or the other one that I've shown in the past. There's just so many that you can utilize, but after 30 to 40 seconds, once you've fallen down that hole, you do need to strike constantly, so continuously swipe that blade across until 30 to 45 seconds. You should see the runes pop up. If you want to survive the fall damage, just fast travel back towards the Lost Grace. This next glitch is going to involve the Tree Spear. If you guys have this equipped, what you can do is activate the skill, then swap over towards a weapon like the bow. We can use the same glitch from previously, so the bow glitch with this Tree Spear glitch. So you might be wondering what's so glitchy about it. If it's not obvious enough, we now have the Holy Armament basically attached to our bow. This can be used on staffs as well, and I've shown that previously, but for now I just want to show you something that can be combined with a bow. You can utilize this in pretty much PvE and PvP. It just really depends on if you're that type of person. I don't really glitch PvP at all. I don't really care to ruin anybody's day, but you know, there are some people out there like that. And yeah, so with all of that being said, all of the glitches that we went over, I hope that you guys have genuinely enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that like button. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to reply back within the first hour or two. And if you have any questions about the glitches specifically, definitely send them down below. And most importantly, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn those notifications on, and thank you to everyone that is subscribed and is a member. Appreciate the love and support, and I'll see you all in the next video.